Hello everyone, and welcome to RadioCSIRT English Edition, your daily appointment with cybersecurity news. I'm Marc Frederic Gomez, your French cybersecurity voice for today's threat landscape. It's Wednesday, November 19th, 2025. You're listening to episode 491, live from Paris, France. In today's episode, the Europol-led takedown of digital piracy services after investigators traced over 47 million euros in crypto assets linked to criminal operations. CISA adding a new actively exploited security flaw to its Known Exploited Vulnerabilities catalog, a supply chain attack campaign attributed to PlushDaemon threat actors, hijacking software update mechanisms to deploy malicious payloads, the large-scale compromise of thousands of CCTV cameras for coordinated cybercrime activity, the release of a new browser-in-the-browser phishing kit designed to bypass modern authentication and impersonate sensitive login portals, Eurofiber confirming a major data theft and extortion attempt following the November 13th intrusion, and finally, the identification of the Edge Stepper implant, which reroutes DNS queries through compromised routers and intermediary devices to manipulate network traffic. And if you are a new listener, feel free to subscribe to the podcast. We are available on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube channel, Deezer, and Spotify. Europol, the EU IPO, and the Spanish National Police conducted an intellectual property crime cyber patrol week from 10th to 14th November. 30 investigators used advanced OSINT and online investigation tools in Alicante to detect digital piracy services. 69 sites were identified, with an estimated 11.8 million yearly visits. 25 illicit IPTV services were referred to crypto service providers for disruption. 44 additional sites entered investigation. Officers traced around $55 million, over 47 million euros, in cryptocurrency linked to the services. The operation highlighted a shift by criminal groups to crypto-based payments. Investigators use cryptocurrency purchases to identify operators and report them to major exchanges and tooling providers, enabling the shutdown of associated accounts. More than 15 countries and private sector partners contributed, producing high-value intelligence on illegal streaming and other online intellectual property infringements. The operation strengthened cross-border cooperation and improved the ability to detect and address emerging threats. CISA added a new vulnerability to the Known Exploited Vulnerabilities catalog based on evidence of active exploitation. The entry is CVE 2025-58034, an OS command code injection issue affecting Fortinet FortiWeb. This class of vulnerability is a common attack vector and presents high risk to federal networks. Due to recent exploitation events, Fortinet released a security advisory on a relative path traversal issue in FortiWeb products. CISA recommends a shortened one-week remediation window. BOD 22-01 requires FCEB agencies to remediate all KEV-listed vulnerabilities by their due dates. The KF catalog remains a living list of CVEs that pose significant risk. CISA states it will continue adding entries that meet the required criteria. China-linked group PlushDaemon hijacks software update traffic using a new implant named Edge Stepper. Active since 2018, the group targets entities in the United States, China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, South Korea, and New Zealand. Victims include electronics manufacturers, universities, and a Japanese automotive plant in Cambodia. ESET telemetry shows the group has used malicious updates since 2019. The attack starts with router compromise through known vulnerabilities or weak admin passwords. Attackers install Edge Stepper, built in Golang as an ELF binary. It intercepts DNS queries and redirects domains used for software updates to attacker-controlled nodes. Victims receive the first-stage Windows downloader LittleDaemon, disguised as a DLL. LittleDaemon connects to the hijacking node and fetches demonic logistics, executed in memory. The next stage deploys the Slow Stepper backdoor, which gathers system information, runs commands, performs file operations, and uses Python-based spyware to steal browser data, keystrokes, and credentials. ESET observed hijacking of updates for Sogupinion and other products, PlushDaemon's adversary-in-the-middle capabilities enable global targeting. The report includes technical details and IOCs for files, IP addresses, and domains used with the Edge Stepper implant. Indian police uncovered a large CCTV hacking network after intimate footage from a maternity hospital appeared on YouTube. The videos included medical examinations and linked to Telegram channels selling longer recordings. Investigators found that hackers had infiltrated around 50,000 CCTV systems across India. Footage from hospitals, schools, residential buildings, offices, malls, and private homes was sold for 800 to 2,000 rupees, with some operators offering live feeds through subscriptions. Arrests have been made since February in Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, Delhi, and Uttarakhand. Charges include privacy violations, cyber terrorism, voyeurism, and publishing obscene material. Police reported widespread vulnerabilities, such as default passwords like admin123, and the use of brute force tools to access networks. The case showed how a single compromised system can expose thousands of devices through weak security. The breach highlights systemic weaknesses in India's surveillance environment and the impact on victims, especially women. The report also notes that platforms such as Cyber use AI-driven monitoring to detect vulnerabilities and track criminal activity on the dark web. Security researchers identified a new evolution of the Sneaky 2FA phishing kit, integrating the browser-in-the-browser BITB technique to steal Microsoft account credentials. Distributed via a Telegram bot, the kit provides licensed and obfuscated source code for independent deployment. Push Security observed active campaigns on previewdoc.us, where victims first pass Cloudflare turnstile before loading the phishing page. Users see a fake Adobe Acrobat document with a Sign In with Microsoft button. Clicking it loads a BitB pop-up mimicking Microsoft's login interface and hiding the real URL. Attackers capture entered credentials and MFA tokens in real time, enabling full account takeover. The BitB variant employs heavy obfuscation, capture and turnstile protections, conditional IP filtering, anti-sandbox features, and disabled developer tools. HTML and JavaScript elements are fragmented with invisible tags and encoded assets. Campaigns rely on domain rotation and long randomized paths on compromised domains that remain active briefly. Researchers note alignment with broader fast trends, including Raccoon 0365's BitB mini panel. Push Security confirmed real-time detection and blocking of the Sneaky 2FA BitB kit. Eurofiber confirmed that attackers exploited a vulnerability on the 13th of November 2025, breaching its ticketing system and the AT customer portal used by Eurofiber France and its brands Avilia, Eurofiber, FullSave, and Nediwan. Threat actors stole data and attempted extortion. The incident affected only French customers, with no impact on Belgium, Germany, or the Netherlands. Eurofiber reports that services remained fully operational and that no banking or critical off-scope data was accessed. The vulnerability was patched and additional protections were deployed. The company notified the CNIL ANSSI and filed an extortion complaint. A cybercrime forum post on the 14th of November described the compromise of Eurofiber's GLPI environment. Stolen data allegedly includes SSH private keys, VPN configurations, API keys and cloud tokens, SQL backups, internal scripts, support tickets, ID scans, documentation, network inventories, and architecture details. International Cyber Digest reported the use of a GLPI CQL injection, the extraction of roughly 10,000 bcrypt hashes over 10 days, and the use of 20 EU-based VPS instances to accelerate data collection. And that's the end of this Wednesday episode. I hope it provided clear and useful information. You can share your feedback by email at RadioCSIRT@gmail.com. All open source intelligence sources used for this episode are available on RadioCSIRT.com as well as in the episode description. See you tomorrow for a new episode. Until then, don't think, just patch. Have a nice day, bye.